Good morning, world. How is y'all doing today on this Monday? Woo! Girl, honey, child, let's get right into it. You can like and follow this video. If you're on this TikTok, make sure you follow me. And on Facebook and YouTube, it is LaShonda Love, Dr. LaShonda Love, and YouTube, LaShonda Cherie Love, Instagram, LaShonda Cherie Love. Just let's connect, okay? Let's get this thing together, 2023. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about you, girl. Honey, I don't know if you like me, and if you're married, you want this thing to last forever and ever. You want it to last forever. But realistically, it's not gonna last forever if you don't learn how to get you some wife manners. That's what we're talking about today. I was just in here talking to myself like, what I'm gonna call it? It's wife manners. You gotta have some good wife manners. Number one, this is my third time around the rodeo, baby. I've been married for a sum total of 22, 23 years total. So I know what I'm talking about, okay? One thing I learned in this marriage thing is, don't no man like no nagging wife. Don't no man like no nagging wife. I don't care what you say. Don't nobody want to be around nobody that don't, all thing you do is create, as my sister would say, stank coochie energy everywhere you go. You always mad. They leave the toilet seat over. You got to make a big deal out of everything. You really are upset about a situation that never was resolved. So now any situation is just blown out of proportion. And all you're doing is pushing him closer and closer to Lucretia arms. Okay? Because when he over there with Lucretia, he can leave the toilet seat up. She's not going to do anything. And if she says something, she'll be like, sweetie, could you please not leave the toilet seat up? While she over there saying, one leg up, one leg up. Nagging. It's also in the scripture that a man would rather live on the rooftop than to be in the house with a nagging wife. Back then, them rooftops was really hot. So that means he would be on top of the roof, burning up, scorching, with blisters all over his body, rather being in the house with you, because you don't know how to shit up. You got to learn how to communicate with your man. You just got to. You have to learn how to communicate. Communication is the key. Now, what I've learned is you have to learn how to taste your words before you issue them out. Remember, your husband is just a adult-sized little boy with adult flesh on it. And just like all little boys like their mama to pet them and rub them the right way, you got to kind of like pretend like you're his mama and bring it down like 20. And use your mirror popping, not condescending voice when you're dealing with them. When I'm upset, I don't have to holler and scream at David. I'm going to say what I have to say in a nice voice, just like this. Listen, sugar lump lump. I'm gonna need you to go sit your asparagus down, and I'm gonna need you to go make that bed up and pick those things up off the floor. Thank you. I just love it when you do that. Nobody picks up shoes and makes up the bed like you. Such a great husband. I'm being condescending, but you know what I'm saying. You got to find a way to rub your man the right way. And your words is like going to be soothing to his soul. You don't want your husband or your man to be over there with somebody else who is soothing them with their words. And that's creating an atmosphere of love and bedroom worship. And when he come there with you, he ain't trying to do no one leg up. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. He find everything wrong with a little bump and grind because you just got too much stank coochie energy everywhere. So you yourself, if you want your relationship to work, you have to bring it down 10. You're going to have to. Another thing you can do is to learn to, the Bible says, to study to be quiet. Meaning, that's nothing easy for you to do. It's hard to be quiet because guess what? We always got something to say. Tell me a woman that ain't got nothing to say. We always got something to say. Now, when you studying to be quiet, you could be walking around. Oh, I had to do that. Oh, sorry. You can be walking around quiet, but you still got an attitude. Your attitude got to be quiet. Your whole aura got to be quiet. Not just you walking around quiet, giving somebody quiet treatment. That ain't what the scripture's saying. That's not what I'm telling you. The silent treatment don't work for nobody, okay? It only makes its situations worse. But if you see that your words are not moving your spouse and it's causing more problems than good, go to the Lord and pray and ask God to show you how to strategically study to be quiet so that you can redirect the energy in your marriage. It's going to be Valentine's Day tomorrow. And I know everybody want a one leg up situation, okay? You do. So, it's time for us faking the phone. And let's be real with ourselves. Sometimes your husband or your spouse stepping out on you, it's not always their fault. Don't shoot me. But could it be that you're mean? You don't know how to talk to anyone? You're always complaining. You always got something negative to say. You never see the sunshine. You're always seeing the rain. And they tired of you. It ain't right. But could it be they tired of you? Okay. Wise woman said, girl, don't be fattening no frog for no snake. Listen, girl, don't be fattening your frog for no snake. Come on. Bring it in. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to control your attitude. When you're studying to be quiet, your whole everything got to get in there now. You got to get it all together to be quiet, and not the quiet, the silent treatment, but learning how to taste your words before they come out. Anytime you having an affair, this coming from an ex-adulterous woman. When you having an affair, it's blissful over there. The other woman is listening. The other woman is doing everything that you're not doing. Everything that you're not doing, the other woman is doing. And she's doing it and doing it and doing it well. So why you can't do it and do it well? Why would you want your significant other to be over there with Becky with the long hair instead over there with you? When all you got to do is will it back in. If it's savable, will it back in. Start working on you. Heal so that when you do open your mouth, everything isn't bitter and tart. If you need some assistance healing, you might need to reach out to a counselor. You need to reach out to me because I can help you, girl. Okay? You need to reach out to somebody that got an ear to listen to you, get this stuff out of you so that you can move on with your relationship. This is what my daddy taught me when I was in my first marriage. Forgiveness does not mean that you forgot. Okay? Forgiveness means you don't keep bringing it up to the person that you said that you forgave to make them feel bad about you forgiving them. You're going to have to cry in the shower without them seeing you. You're going to have to cry while you washing dishes without them seeing you. Because if you forgive somebody, you're ultimately saying, I'm not going to bring this situation up again. You're going to be like Jesus. I ain't never seen him go back to the sea of forgiveness and go get none of that stuff that I did. I can't handle it, Jesus, if you go back out there and give my stuff to my thy child. Do you remember? No, leave it over there. So that's what you got to be. You got to be like Jesus. You got to be like the Lord. When you forgive somebody, your spouse, and you say you forgive them, even though those thoughts are coming up in your mind, you need to pull out Donna Lawrence. Your righteous mind. Your righteous mind. You got to have something that's replacing the negative thoughts that keep occurring in your mind about the situation that you have forgiven that person about. You don't have the liberty anymore after you say, I forgive you, for you to keep bringing it back up. That's not fair. And that's not forgiveness. Now you're trying to, now you're trying to drag it. You're dragging it. If the person acknowledged they was wrong, they sorry, and let us move on. And you said, I forgive you and I love you, babe, and I want to take you back, babe, and we're going to make it right, babe. Babe, you can't just because you was in there and you seen a pair of earrings and you had a flashback, you can't just be like, oh, and then what you did? You can't do that no more. You got to kind of like let it go. Not kind of, you just got to let it go.